What is up, guys? Jake from One Hive here with the next cleanup video. And as you can see in the background, I am the first subject, which is never a good thing. So you can see from my spell composition, I'm trying something different. This is from that war when we were doing a lot of crazy attacks. It was not even close. So I was going to try a Zap Quake on the Queen and this level 2 Inferno Tower. And started off good, dropped my Quake down, waited, timed her just right, which seems to be so difficult for a lot of people. But on my first try, what do you know? No problem. The Queen was right there. Took it out, but I kind of dropped my lightning like just to the right side of this wall instead of right in between. When you have a wall in between, not actually touching each other, it's a little bit harder to hit them. When they're touching each other, pretty straightforward. But needed one more strike on that level 2 Inferno Tower for it to go down. So from there, pretty much my raid was over. The Queen does go down, the air defense does go down, but not the Inferno Tower. And when you've got Town Hall 9. And you've got no spells left, and you're dealing with 2 multi-infernos, that is pretty much that. But I continued on with the attack, set my golem in over here, wizard down, wall breaker into this compartment, came in, took the king out, took this air defense out. The CC troops came out. I did bust the lava hound that was in there, but honestly, in retrospect, watching the next attack, you'll see what I'm talking about. Shouldn't have ever had to do that, but we'll talk about about that then. And then from there, I just start sending in. I've got 4 lava hounds, so I start sending them in. I sent one like from this angle. I wanted to get this air defense because it was the highest level air defense. I thought that was the best plan. Then last lava hound and just targeted my balloons, all around the base. But again, with both multi infernos up, all those Teslas in the core. Once I started getting to the core, it was over, and the 3-star was out of the question. As a matter of fact, the 1-star was out of the question. So let's watch me do it, then we'll come back to the drawing board. All right, here we go with my attack. Again, I will zoom in on this just to show you what I was doing here. I just watched the Queen make her rounds a few times. She did stop right in between the two, which was perfect. Dropped my Quake down. Should have waited a little bit to drop my Quake, but I wanted to have my finger, zoomed in, have my finger ready for those zaps to make sure right when she took that step, I was on it. And then right here, the next move she makes is where I wanted to be. As she's in motion, go ahead and start dropping them. Boom, they all go down. The air defense goes down, and you can see, man, look at the life on that Inferno Tower. One more strike would have been a GG there and had a good chance at a 3-star on this one. But came in from the left side with my golem and my kill squad, just my heroes basically, not really a kill squad per se, just wall breakers to let myself in and those that one wizard to create the funnel. So everything starts coming out there, the lava hound, the balloon, the king's out. I take him out pretty quickly. Everything's targeting onto that golem, which is perfect. His only job is to take all this damage, protect my heroes for a little bit. Sorry about that. The king takes out the defensive king, and then the queen is right here taking on that storage first, and then she gets locked onto this lava hound, which is not ideal, but again, no big deal. I go ahead and use the king's ability right here. He actually gets in, takes out that air defense, even when he's having to deal with that lava hound. So right there, I know the air defense is going down. Balloons, lava hounds start going in here, just targeted balloons, working my way around the base, sending everything in. But again, when everything gets to that core, it just goes down way too fast. I might have missed my queen's ability. I might have missed it on the attack and on the recap there. I didn't even look, but I'll have to look back and watch. But anyways, that was a fail. The balloons, had that been down, would have lasted a little bit longer because the lava hounds would have lasted a little bit longer. I wouldn't have had all those multi-streams right there just absolutely wrecking my balloons. And again, the lava hound busting and the pups coming out took out quite a few balloons as well, which is one of the corrections that were made in the cleanup. So let's go back to the drawing board and give that a look. All right, looking back at the base, Hell comes in and cleans this up very nicely for me. Pretty much the same strategy, only a few minor tweaks. One of the main ones being he did not bring a golem, didn't need a golem, just goes ahead and grabs a healer for his queen, just one healer, just give her a little bit of boost, which is more than enough. Same for lava hounds and more balloons. Very wise decision. Comes in, does do it perfectly. He actually drops it right on the wall, which is right where you want it to be. All of this goes down, and then he starts his entry from the bottom here. Drops his queen, healer, just some, I think he had a minion where he broke the funnel up here, and then start sending in wall breakers and his king, all of that good stuff through the bottom here. Now, the benefit of that is, look at where the CC is. Why I didn't think about this, I don't know. He gets to take out this air defense and this sweeper, but does not ever engage the CC troops. His king and queen stay outside of here, outside the radius of that CC. They just work their way around. I think she comes this direction, but also goes back the other way. Never, the lava hound, the balloon, they never come out. Starts with his lava hounds up top, obviously, sending them in from all different directions, and then just balloons on each of these defenses, taking them out. and wrecking the base, because once he gets to the core, the only thing that's there really is this level 1 Inferno Tower that he's got to worry about. Much more manageable, and his Lava Hounds are still alive just because of the way he did everything. So very good adjustment, very smart by Hell. Let's watch him do it and we'll wrap up. All right, here we are on Hell's attack, and again, he does a much better job on this lightning quake. Neither of us, this was our first attempt for both of us to ever do this, and neither of us had any trouble timing the queen. Guys, you can watch her path for 20 minutes if you feel like it, and really get a good feel for it. So right there, he waits a little bit longer, which is perfect. Didn't waste as much time. Waits for the queen to path in, and then you'll see he drops it right on that wall, right on the inside. Actually, more favors the Inferno Tower, which was smart. It has more HP, takes everything out. Excellent job. Queen goes down, starts creating that funnel. The healer for the queen, and then here in just a moment, right there, the minion, I was wrong on the side there. The minion down, and then in just a moment is going to start working his way, excuse me, up to the right and work wall breaker in, get into that first compartment there. That's all he wants to do. He doesn't want to go any deeper than that. Here comes his wall breakers. They go right to that junction. Perfect. Boom, boom. Opens it up, and now he can basically, from this point, he can go ahead and start his deployment of his Lava Hounds. Uses that King's ability. That just wants to get all this trash cleared out of the way, because again, his queen's going to step up and take all that out. Here comes the Lava Hounds. Again, coming in at an angle where he has to deal with that higher level air defense, but the trade-off is so much worth it. Again, don't know why I didn't think about it, of not having to deal with those CC troops at all. Right there, you see that air defense go down towards the bottom. So he's only got the 2 to deal with and the 1 Inferno Tower. Balloon deployment was spot on. Everything looks great. Again, he has these Lava Hounds that are still tanking for him. He did not, they're soaking up some of those strings, and it being a level 1 Inferno Tower, honestly, it takes a little while for it to take out balloons. And when he's got 2 Lava Hounds soaking up a couple of streams, his balloons just don't go down that quickly. Once they take that Inferno Tower out, it is over. Queen's still up, working her way around. Got a healer on her still. Got pups around the backside. Everything is just pretty much GG. 1 Archer Tower that can still threaten, but lots and lots of balloons for that. So excellent adjustment. Excellent job to Hell. Beautiful attack. Absolutely crushed it as a Town Hall 9. Not the best base, obviously, but good adjustment. I thought the reason I wanted to show it is not just to show off the attack, but the adjustment he made from what I screwed up and did to get the 3-star. I thought was perfect. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, Jake from One Hive reminding you guys to suck less.